All right, my friends, welcome back. So I'm working on two things. One of them is I'm going to actually use the 3D printer filament spool itself as a rotor. So I printed these inserts that take bearings. I printed one for each side, and so this will be cool. And this is going to have um, groups of magnets. There'll be 8 groups with 3 bar magnets each, all facing out um, a pole. So super north, super south, super north. The same way I did with this, but with groups of 3 magnets. And I printed out, or I designed a holder that'll fit right in here, that'll hold the 3 flat bar magnets. They're kind of like flat rectangles, and they fit perfectly in here. And so that's one. Then I'm doing this Newman motor. So this is going to be a big Newman motor, and I wanted to do it completely 3D printed. Now this is not glued together or anything. It's just stacked to kind of show you. There's the hole where the bearing's going to go and the rod, and it's pretty big. So if I put my hand here, you can see it's a pretty big Newman motor, and I think I'm going to have to make it. I think I'm going to have to print out a couple of more of these rings here because it's not tall enough. Yeah, it's not tall enough. So I'm going to have to print out probably 2 more of those rings, maybe 4. But yeah, that's going to be cool. So it'll be a completely 3D printed Newman motor, unlike the other ones that I built a while ago that I used PVC. My only dilemma is sticking these together because I've got 20 gauge wire. And so, oh, I forgot I was supposed to pick up some Bondo. What I was going to do is use the acrylic glue, the really good stuff, stick these together, and then this would be in sections. This section and this section. This center section will be separate. Oh, shit. Oh, well. So there'll be sections like that, but bigger. And then I was going to fill the spaces in between with some Bondo, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Ah, crap. I hate having to do this one-handed. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. So I've got this guy going on, and I'm still printing out stuff for that guy. Um, but yeah, it's going to be a big Newman motor. I haven't figured out the rotor situation, what types of bearings. I think I want to use large ring magnets, kind of like the kind you get from speakers. So I can get some that'll fit into that hole, or that'll fit in there. And I've got some rods I can use. Um, yeah, hold on a second. Hang tight. Yeah, so each section will probably be about that big. So I need to print out at least 2 more. What I'll probably do is bite the bullet and print out 4 more just to be safe. And then this guy will, of course, so I'll build both of those, wind them, and then put them together with this guy here. I don't know if I'm going to attach it permanently. What I'm doing now is I'm testing out a test ring, an internal ring that's only 1 millimeter wall thick, to go on the inside for a little bit more support, so it'll slide down inside there. But yeah, I think I have enough space here. I think that's like about 10, that's like 15 millimeters. So I should be able to get at least 3 good layers of wire on there. Yeah, stay tuned. Really quick. And then for the bearings, I made these black supports which will go on either side to hold the bearing in. And before I glue those, what I'll do is I'll put the rod all the way through, make sure that it's free and spinning, and then set those. And I'll use thin, crazy glue that I can just sit around the edge there, and I'll probably grease the bearing up first so it doesn't seize it up. Yeah, so that's going to work out pretty good. It's going to look kind of weird. Actually, I think it'll look kind of cool. I don't know why I made it with this pink thing. I think that's because that's what I had. But yeah, so I'm working on this internal ring now, getting so the bearings can fit. And then, yeah, stay tuned. All right, so I changed my mind. Instead of having them on both sides, just one side, because that'll work. And I'll anchor the black spacer, if you will, or bearing holder. I'll anchor it to the center ring, which is what that is, focus you. Yeah, that'll work. Now I just got to get a rod and put it through there to make sure that they're nice and even, but I'm not ready to even do this part yet. I was just kind of messing around, and the bearing isn't thick enough to have it on both sides, to have it on, to have one on this side and then one on that side. That's what I thought I was going to do. But I think this will be better. And it's the only way it'll work. Stay tuned. I thought I was recording, so like that. I mean, obviously it's not going to spin like that, but that's how it's going to work. Yeah, those bearings will spin it forever. So now I just got to get to the task of gluing these sections together. That's going to be tricky. All right, stay tuned. So I got the first section, or the first two, glued up. We'll see how this goes. I think, so where I have it marked, these three little marks, there's no glue because I have the clamps there. So I think what I'll do is I'll squirt some CA glue in there. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back. It is Sunday, and I'm in the process of gluing up the sections. But what I wanted to show you was this guy here. So like I said in the last video, I'm going to, my channel is 3D printing pulse motors. Well, I've just about, I haven't gotten to the end of what I can do with actually printing, but I thought I could incorporate one of the filament spools, because this one is one of the only ones I have that is balanced. In other words, there's not any plastic on one side that's not on the other side. A lot of the other filament spools will have raised plastic areas with the label. And this one seems to be well balanced. So I glued in these. But what I wanted to show you was, what did I do with them? What the heck did I do? I wanted to show you the magnet. Oh, here they are. So here is what I was talking about. So there's going to be 8 of these sections, and they'll fit right inside there like that, with all the poles facing out, right? So either all north like this, or my question is, should I do it concaved like that with all the same pole facing out? I mean, it'd be north, south, all the way around, but they would be in groups like this. I'm thinking, actually, I really don't know which way would be better. Freaking magnets. Oh, if it would be better to have it, oops. Wait a minute, get down. If it would be better, come on, I can't do this one-handed. There we go. If it would be better to have it facing out like this, or facing in like this. I think this way would give a more concentrated superpole effect, where this way would spread it out more. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I gotta get this stupid ass nail off of here. Get off of there. Anyway, yeah. They fit inside these little plastic rails holders that I have. And I will mount them like that. 8 of them. Actually, they're going to be spun around. Come on. They will be spun around like that. More out to the edge. Like that. All the way around. So, yeah. I'm working. I'm working here. But it's in between fixing a dresser that my wife found. I also do a lot of woodworking stuff, but I don't put that on the channel because that's not what I'm about. Although I would like to someday do that, but maybe not because I'm real amateur at it. I have all the tools, but I'm working on fixing the drawers because they're pretty battered, but it's a real old dresser, has the slots for the keys. Anyway, so yeah, I'm working on those. I'm still playing with this guy. I'm not really sure what else I'm going to do with him except for try some pickup coils, see what kind of power I'm generating, having the poles facing inward to create the super pole. But that super pole's gotten into my blood, and so I'm thinking this way or this way. I think this way would be better. And I'm sure somebody will tell me why it's not. But I'm all ears, baby. Ciao.